Hi everyone, I'm Jade P, and today's video, I will be giving you some tips on how to make managerial and team decisions much faster. Well, I know, as a manager, especially in laboratories, you want to make all your decisions more precise, well thought of. And the last thing you want to feel is regret. And I totally understand that since decision making has a lot to consider, like future scenarios, past patterns, your team concerns, and the upper bosses, and especially your quality of your outcomes. Now, in making major decisions, well, you might want to take your time on that since it may affect your whole company and your career perhaps. But in making minor decisions, you can definitely do it faster and avoid wasting time. So here are my tips for you on that. For the first tip, set your priorities straight and goals clear. In order to not compromise the quality of that thing you're making decisions of, you should identify what is your goal in making this decision. Think about the outcome that you want after deciding. Being precise and sticking on your mission will eliminate unwanted thoughts and shrug off unnecessary considerations that actually are the cause of overthinkings that cloud your mind to be rational. Control what you control. For the second tip, limit your option and time. Being a manager, certain standards are being followed, especially in the laboratory, wherein simple mistakes may lead to adverse effects such as misdiagnosis. With that, perfectionism may be triggered and developed in a manager, which may be good at times but also leads to overthinking. Like what I have mentioned before, problems like this, one can try to set time limits for certain minor decisions, like setting 10 minutes timer for this objective and another 10 minutes for the other. And make sure that the options taken into consideration are all just the possible ones and are parallel to your goal. That way, every dilemma will be provided with the correct probable solution. Deliberated with just the right amount of time.
For the third tip, it has been said that the most successful people don't sweat on small decisions or spend years analyzing or reanalyzing the big ones. Instead, they make the best decisions they can in a relatively short amount of time. This, of course, also includes a good manager. Hence, one must try to be confident and decisive in making decisions amidst certainty, especially that situations really won't be ideal. Besides, one must also take note that making the right decisions in late time is as bad as making the wrong decision. However, if done right, decisiveness would not only boost confidence and morale in the group, but would eventually make the organization stronger amidst difficulties. And for the fourth tip, be firm and assertive, making sure that the correct decision has been made just right. But thinking twice too much about it, it may just lead to, let's say, delays in the decision making process and etc. Hence, one tip to avoid this is to be firm and assertive by locking those decisions in and making them irreversible. This way, one would know, be able to take time and decide on the next problems, maintaining just the enough focus to still make in the right decisions while being prepared for the certain unexpected, unfortunate events. And for the last tip, avoid comparison. After following the prior tips and now you have come up with your decisions, you should stop thinking and comparing. Why? Comparing your decisions to things like past scenarios or the other laboratory's work or that you heard from the other team will only raise doubts on your work. And sometimes even to yourself. Remember that all things are different to you and your stuff on hand. Now you can move on towards your other works. And that's our 5 tips in making minor decisions much faster. I hope this video helped you improve your managerial and your decision making skills. And for more tips, you can follow us on SNS. Thank you and good day, managers and future managers.